Now, how many of you understand, listen, how many of you understand clearly about this four image, inner image, outer image, others image, life image? Raise your hand. Great. How many of you understand clearly about authenticity? Now it is time. We go into the next step of completion. The next step of completion is completion with your words. Please understand. You have various psychological organs. Authenticity purifies your inner space, which I do not want to call as mind, which can be roughly equated to mind. If I have to use the right word, I may use the word Sanskrit word chittaha. I'll use the word chittaha for the inner space, but there is no English equivalent word. Roughly it can be equated to mind. Very roughly. Roughly means you calling this as a cell phone. So because cell phone also has camera, you cannot call this as a cell phone. It can be roughly equated to cell phone like that. Now we will work on the second organ, the inner organ called Vaak. In Sanskrit we have a word Vaak. English has no word for it. English has no word for Vaak. This Vaak is the organ responsible for converting the samana, means the air, into word. Listen. You have 5 life forces. The one life force is called samana. The samana only becomes a word. That organ, it cannot be equated to vocal cord. Be very clear. I am not talking about vocal cord. How many doctors we have here? I am not talking about vocal cord. Roughly it can be equated to vocal cord, but not vocal cord. Vaak. In Sanskrit we have the word Vaak. You directly understand. I will give you the definition. Vaak means the inner organ which is responsible for converting your life force into word. Your prana into word. The prana has 5 dimensions. Prana, samana, vyana, utana, apana. The 5 dimensions of the life force actually all this you don't even need to note down. Please drop your paper and pen. In the printout I will give you all these detail, and in the printout if I am not giving, you may not even need to remember them. Just I am giving you for the technical introduction, nothing else. They have no practical utility for you unless you want to do some PhD. Listen. Please listen. You have an organ, inner organ called Vaak. That can be roughly equated to vocal cord. That organ is responsible for converting air into words. So any incompletion you have with your words is carried by that organ that organ gets polluted, corrupt, toxic. If you are complete with your words and the Vaak, you will have something called Vaak Sidhi, means any word you raise from that Vaak will become reality. I am not talking superstitious thing. Same way, if you do not know the science of Vaak, you can't believe any word you utter will become reality. It is possible. Just like how we did completion with the inner organ called Chitta, Antakarana called Chitta. Antakarana is the Sanskrit word for inner organ. With the Chitta, yesterday we did completion. 2 days we worked on Chitta through authenticity. We will continue to work further in a deeper level. Today we will work on the next Antakarana, Vaak. Completion with all your words. Please listen. Just like how your own life energy only grows as your hair. Please listen. Hair is neither part of you nor not part of you. Am I right? If you cut, you won't have pain. But if you pull, you will have pain. Am I right? How many of you understand? Hair, neither part of you nor not part of you. Same way, the words you utter, they are neither part of you nor not part of you. It is called extension of inner organ. Nail, hair, they are all neither part of you. Because if you cut them, you don't have pain. But you can be made to feel the pain by handling them in a different way. Neither completely part nor completely away. The words Vaak, it is neither completely part of you nor completely away from you. Listen. Every word you utter is like a one hair grown out of you, extension of you. Any incompletion with those words will affect the root, means the Vaak, the inner organ. For example, the hair, if it is pulled, it will create pain in the root. The word, if there is an incompletion, it will create pain in your source, the Vaak. Incompletions in your Vaak will make you suffer with something called dilemma. Listen, I'll explain. If the hair is pulled, what will happen? It will create pain in the root of the hair. Same way, if the words in you, the words which you uttered, if there is incompletion, inside you, you will start having the mood swings and dilemma. Dilemma is the suffering caused due to the accumulated incompletions inside your Vaak. Listen. If you constantly tell you are sick, you are sick, you are sick 10 times in one day, in half an hour what will happen? You will be sick. How many of you have experienced it in your life? Relax. Same way, even though you are feeling little feverish, headache and all that, You get up and tell your friends, no, I am all right, come on, let's go for a partying. I am all right. In half an hour, what will happen? Not just this one small example. Many times, even about your capabilities, your abilities, ideas about you, just by talking to your friends, telling them about your glory, you raise yourself to that standard. How many of you experienced it? Same way, negative way, just by telling negative things about you to your friends, maybe to gain their sympathy or various reason, you fall into the ditch. How many of you experienced this? So now all of you can understand the power of your Vaak. The Vaak, properly handled, will give you Vaak Sidhi. If incompletions are allowed to accumulate, it will make you confused. You yourself will be confused about you, and you will have a constant dilemma. Before taking one decision, 25 things you will think. How many of you have experienced this in your life? It means you have incompletion in Vaak. Two things need to be done. One, further we will not pollute. Listen. Vaak is like a Ganga. If you stop polluting Ganga today, tomorrow morning Ganga will be pure. Because Ganga itself has the ability to purify herself. How many of you understand what I am saying? Because of everyday pollution, Ganga gets polluted. You understand? If you stop polluting Ganga today, 24 hours is enough for Ganga to purify her completely. Because she is flowing. Same way, if you stop from today incompletions with your Vaak, in 24 hours, in 21 hours exactly, you will have Vaak Sidhi. Because your Vaak is a flowing energy. It is not stagnant energy, flowing energy. We just need to do two things. One, stop polluting anymore. Second, pull out all the pollutions so that in the flow it can be taken away. If there is some plastic bags and all caught in the banks of Ganga, let us pull out everything. Ganga itself will carry it away. You just need to pull out those incompletions, and Ganga itself will carry it away. How many of you understand the philosophical introduction I have given now? Now whatever I have spoken is from Atayoga Pradipika. It's from the Atayoga. Now I'll introduce the practical side of it. How Now, before entering into practical side, I want to ask this question. How many of you did not understand? Raise your hand, so that I will explain once more. Yes, listen. Can you guys keep the hands up so that you can support with another hand? No, because I know, only then I will know that you understood. Listen. Your Vaak is the internal organ which is responsible for converting your air energy into words. Roughly equivalent to vocal cord. Not vocal cord itself, vocal cord. See, why I am not equating it to vocal cord? In vocal cord, that the medical science, we do not believe your past lives are recorded. But in Indian tradition, with Vaak, we believe your past incompletions, those patterns are stored. Because your lying pattern will be same. If you want to know your lying pattern, talk to your spouse for half an hour. She will tell you exactly your lying pattern. You are not intelligent enough to tell new lies, I tell you. I am telling you. You may invent, try to invent, but the pattern will be same. That pattern is stored in our Vaak. Now, from this moment we declare we will not be incomplete with our Vaak. Means immediately you will question, oh, then I will not be able to tell any lie to my wife or what? No, you don't need to be transparent. Transparency is not integrity. But you don't need to lie. You neither need to be transparent nor need to lie. It is possible. I'll teach you the knack. Understand? Now I know many people feel, wow, I came to the right program. Listen. First thing, your pattern of lying need to be erased. And the belief you carry, without lying, you cannot survive, need to be erased. Then simply you will know, without missing your authenticity, any word you utter is truth. For the authenticity with which you are standing, any word you utter will not miss your integrity. I am not saying lie, I am not saying don't lie. You will automatically see certain integrity happening in you. We will now see how it happens. How it happens? I'll lead you into that step by step into completion. Now I want to ask the question again. How many of you understand this initial introduction I gave? How many of you don't understand? Let me see that crowd again. Yes. Can you guys come to the mic? I'll answer your questions. Please come. If you have any questions, I'll answer. No, it's okay. Let her come to the please, you guys come to the mic. The people who raise the hand now, please come to the mic. I'll answer your questions and clarify.
Nithyananda?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Que si yo soy feliz, si para mí no es una mentira, entonces yo estoy feliz, la otra persona tiene que venderlo, ¿no? Si para mí yo...
If for her she thinks something
Sí, y así soy feliz.
and she's happy like that,
Then no is like...
then she's not lying. She's saying that if she says a lie, but she thinks it's okay, then
No. That is not lying. No, that is lying. That is lying. I am not saying that is not integrity. Please listen. No. Ma, the question I am asking is, the basic introduction about this philosophy, the Vaak, how many of you don't understand? That's all I am asking. About integrity first, I'll take the session, then you can talk a question about it. Now ask her, does she have a question on? Ma, listen, I'll be more precise in my question. I introduced the principle of Vaak and completion with Vaak. Does she have any question about that?
no, that's all the question she has.
Yes, then okay. Next.
Swamiji, I understand about the Vaak, but the completion about the Vaak I don't understand.
Yes, that we will now work on it. See, Ma, I'll define this completion about Vaak. The Vaak completion has two parts. One part, from now onwards we will be with integrity to the Vaak. Second, already whatever incompletions we have with Vaak, we will pull all of them out and complete it. How to do, we will see now.
Thank you, sir.
This is a too philosophical introduction. You are clear about that now?